This video takes you through the medical documentation you need to complete using the Death Documents website when someone dies. Medical practitioners and nurse practitioners can use this website to complete the Medical Certificate of Cause of Death, HP 4720, and cremation forms B and AB. The first time you use Death Documents, you'll need to create an account. Select your role as a medical or nurse practitioner. You'll need a RealMe login to use Death Documents. If you don't have a RealMe account, you can create one now by selecting Create a RealMe login. Enter your username and password and select Login. You'll need to create your account the first time you log in. Enter your full name as it appears on your practicing certificate. Enter your HPI number or your medical council or nursing council number. Death Documents will check your details against the HPI after you've given consent. Your contact details are required so the funeral director, medical referee or the Ministry of Health can contact you quickly if needed. Enter the name of your practice or hospital and team so others can deal with any queries if you aren't available. You can enter the phone number and email for your preferred method of contact. This might be your practice or hospital email and phone number. You can provide your own mobile phone number if you prefer. The phone and email will be included on the printed cremation form, but not on the medical certificate. After entering your details, select Save. Agree to the terms of use and the privacy policy. You'll now be taken to your Death Documents homepage. At the top of this page is a link to where you can go to unlock the full features. Following this process will allow you to pre-populate the patient details from the NHI. It'll also mean that health providers will get early notification of the death. If you don't have a verified identity, follow the links. You'll need to share your verified identity with Death Documents. Follow the RealMe prompts to log in again. Enter the code you receive on your phone and consent for your name to be shared with Death Documents. Death Documents will check your verified name against the HPI after you've given consent. You can return to your account page at any time by clicking the person icon at the top right of the page. Click the Start New button on the home page to create a new document. A message will appear telling you that funeral directors do not require a printed copy of the documents. Enter the date the deceased person died and their NHI number. Select Lookup Nhi to continue. The NHI details are presented. Check the details are for the deceased so that you are sure you're using the correct NHI number. Choose the name you want to appear on the certificate and select Use these details. The person's details are carried through to the deceased's details page. If you aren't logged in with a verified RealMe account, you'll need to enter all these patient details manually. Enter the person's occupation. If they're retired, state their former occupation, such as retired builder. If you don't know, enter unknown. Selecting Next validates what you've entered before taking you to the Next tab. On the Practitioner tab, your details are pre-populated from your account. The contact details can be changed just for the certificate if necessary. You can choose to save and exit from any page. You'll be taken to the home page. This document will be listed under Saved Drafts. From here, you can delete the draft you've begun. You'll be asked to confirm the deletion or cancel. Use the Resume button to return to the form and continue. Under the Cause of Death tab in Part 1, enter the person's cause of death and the circumstances which led to their death. These need to be entered in chronological order. Avoid using abbreviations for any medical terms. In Part 2, enter Other Significant Conditions. There's extra help available on the Ministry of Health website for completing the cause of death. Select Next to go to the Details of Death tab. If you attended the deceased during their final illness, select Yes and enter the date you last saw the deceased alive. Complete the declarations. If you didn't attend the person during their final illness, select No. You'll be shown an additional set of questions. Tick the boxes which best describe why you're completing these documents. Continue to complete the details of death questions. If the deceased died in a health facility, you can use the Search for Health Facility button. When a facility is selected, a description of the kind of facility and the address is pre-populated. If needed, you can change these to be more specific. If the deceased died in their home, you can use this button to copy their home address you entered earlier. Select Next to go to the Cremation tab. If the deceased person is going to be cremated, select Yes and complete the additional questions. Select Next to go to the Declaration tab. This is a legal document, so you need to complete the declarations. When completing the biomechanical aids declaration, if there's still a device present in the body that needs to be removed, select the third option and enter what the device is. If there are any other objects present you think the funeral director should be aware of, whether they're biomechanical aids or not, you can note them down here. Select the Review button to view a draft of the death document. If anything needs to be corrected, select the Make Changes button and you'll be returned to the form. When you're satisfied the information is complete and correct, select the Confirm and Submit button. The completed document will now be processed by the Ministry of Health and is available for funeral directors to retrieve online. If you need to print or download the document for your organisation's local use, or to keep with your patient's record, use the Print or Download PDF buttons. You'll see the document in the Completed Documents list when you exit. If you notice an error or are asked to make an amendment to a completed document, you can use the Amend button. Make your changes and go to the Declarations page to review the changed document. Select Confirm and Submit. The document number includes the version of the document. Exit to the home page and the document is showing in the Completed Documents list, indicating it's been amended. Select Provide Your Feedback to complete a short survey if you have a problem, would like to let us know your thoughts, or if you have ideas for new features. Select View System Help for information about how the website works. Select View Clinical Help to go to the Ministry of Health website for more guidance on filling in the death documents form. The Completing the Form and Examples pages provide guidance for particular parts of the medical certificate of cause of death. Once you've finished, select the Log Out button in the top right corner.